Hi everyone, Darko here for your daily trade example. Hope you are doing well. You will hear me talk about this trade in two different PMAs. The first one is when I made this into a pending order, and the second one is when we get filled, and I was talking about how to trade manage that specific trade. So let's hear what I had to say about that trade, and I will talk you through it. EURCAD is at monthly support. This is another hands-on trade. I'm very curious about how this monthly candle will be closing. Do I perfectly like this neckline? No. Why am I pointing this level out? Because it's a swing monthly neckline. The reason why I'm not liking this neckline is the correlation between wicks and body on the neckline end. If you compare this into this level in here, this level in here, this is a level that I love. I really like. The reason for this is because of the correlation between wicks and bodies. And don't worry about what happened here. I don't care much about the outcome. I care about how to identify levels perfectly every single time. Like for example, a level like this, when it's like super clean, the correlation between wicks and bodies are less than 90-10. So what I do like to trade is levels that is the correlation between bodies and wicks are 9-10 necklines, 90-10 necklines. That means 90% of the neckline end is body and 10% is wicks. In this specific case, you almost have like 98-2. And I'm just eyeballing it. I don't have any method to draw any fancy stuff or anything. So the numbers are not precise. It's just more like eyeballing it. Okay. Hope that makes sense. So in this specific case, yeah, we are at a swing neckline. We also have a weekly ACAT. Okay, so let's see if this is an ACAT. I grab the fib and draw from, because this is a bullish one, I need to draw from the lowest point to the highest point. Did price open at or above the 50%? Yes, price opened above the 50%. Now this is an ACAT. If price were opening below the 50%, then it's not an ACAT, it's a candlestick formation or a bullish candle action, okay, which is also tradable. So now do you have a logic level to enter? Yes, you have this neckline. If I go, because this is a monthly level, if I'm not mistaken, this was also a weekly level. The weekly level is slightly below. Option number one, you use this daily neckline. The 4-hour neckline is slightly below. If I mark this 4-hour neckline, and if I go back to the daily chart, it's almost the same. So you can very well be just taking the daily neckline as well. So what I'm looking in here is price heading down into this level for further upside. Okay, so this will be the entry. Okay, with a low stop loss, aiming to the upside. Okay, using this weekly ACAT at this monthly level. Okay, and if you read price, there are two ways of reading price. If you take the bigger swings, then you have this, you don't have any structure damage. If you take the lower swing, the micro swing, this is definitely a minor structure damage. That price could be holding very well from here with the low stop loss aiming to the upside. Okay, so this is a trade that I'm interested in. EURCAD. Here's the thing with EURCAD. Okay, I'm saying this before it becomes hindsight. I also told you this when I recorded the first PMA about this trade. The level in here, the correlation between wicks and body are useless. It's just like, this is too much wicks for my taste. The only reason why we took this trade because it's a monthly swing neckline. When I'm taking trades, when the things are, this is a swing neckline, so nothing has, I didn't break any rules or anything. It's just the level, like I prefer to see levels like this where I have my cursor. Okay, so therefore, well, obviously we waited for a weekly ACAT. Like a weekly ACAT, that's very strong. Weekly ACATs are no joke. Okay, we did not have a daily advanced market flow change. The entry was either at this daily neckline. I took the 4-hour neckline in here, got filled. This needed like 100 pip stop loss. It's against the trend. The level is a bit not perfectly well within my, how I want to see things. So that means, and this is the thing that comes with trade management, I'm going against the trade. I'm not, completely happy with the level, but it's good enough to take it because price was reacting from that level as a weekly EURCAD. When things are like looking like that, I'm not always waiting for one-to-one. That may be sound not as a good business idea for you. Don't worry, don't take these trades or manage it the way you find it useful. When I enter a trade like this, like how can I turn this into a winning trade regardless? Okay, price gave me like around, this was up like just under 80 pips. Obviously with front running and everything. And how would you know that price will be reacting from that level? Well, you don't. Just need to watch all these necklines. Like you have so many necklines, and let's just say like around 70 pips. Well, if that's the case, can I take that 70 pips, risk reduce, minus 25 in here, and if I get stopped out, this will be a reduced win, rather than just staying aside. This goes against you, and then you turn 70 pips or 80 pips, whatever that might be for you, into a losing trade. Okay, so if the trade has potential, I'm trading with the trend. The neckline looks 90-10 ratio between wicks and bodies. I have a daily advanced market flow change. Like things are looking a bit different. Then I'm more relaxed. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm nervous. It's just more like I wanna turn that trade into a winning trade. Okay, without sabotaging. But I'm not taking like 5 pips or 10 pips or anything. We are still talking about 70 pips. And yes, we don't talk pips. We talk risk ratio. There are times when you need to make that exception, and this is the time where that exception is needed. Okay, so yeah, the risk reward that doesn't make perfectly sense to take 70 pips when you're risking 100, but in this specific case I did that specifically for this trade. That is not general, and this is the thing with trade management. Every trade is unique, so every trade needs its own management, and you need to have that clear for yourself basically before you enter. Okay, there you go. So obviously you heard everything you need to know about why we took that trade. Okay, everything from start to finish. Once we got filled, and I'm very happy that I recorded that PMA, which I'm doing like on weekly basis. So the thing is that because if I hadn't recorded that PMA, then some people might think that I'm making things up, depending on the outcome of the trade. Like if this is heading up like 300 pips, I will just adjust my comments, and if this becomes a losing trade, I just say, you know what, I did this and that. The great thing with my service is I'm live coaching. That means, first of all, I'm scanning through the market, showing you stuff in advance only for educational purpose. I'm not running an alert service. Once I got filled, then I shift from taking these trades into how to manage these trades. And once you have been with me long enough, you will find a feeling for how to do things properly. Okay, so in this case, I was very clear that this is a hands-on, and I have specific rules how to manage hands-on trades. And I also said, once we get filled, hey, I'm taking those pips regardless that the risk reward doesn't make sense, and I risk reduce, and I say if this goes against me, it will be a reduced win. Okay, well, what happened? So yeah, this is the beauty of having a rock solid game plan, and doing things properly, and being a stage 4 trader for more than 5 years. And when things are going against you or about to go against you, you will find rules for everything. In this specific case, I took a reduced win. Okay, some people took a full loss, some people took a reduced loss. Nothing wrong with those as long as you are following your game plan. If you are interested in my coaching service, feel free to find more about that, more about our service, and feel free to send an email either to me or Vic, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you hit a thumbs up to encourage me to do more of these for you. and I will certainly talk to you soon, because next time I'm grabbing the mic, I will tell you about our first full loss for 2022. So we had a full loss, and in my next video I will talk you through it. Okay, thank you, have a great day, cheers.